Welcome back to a TheDimosVault production of The Fields of Ilion. You're listening to episode 5, Beneath the Sea-Kissed Grass. Music and effects are provided by Sirenscape. Enjoy the show. This is going to be called episode 5, Beneath the Sea-Kissed Grass. The sun is getting low. Melkor, while out working for Steve, so that you could continue to stay with him, you met Leon, a 9-year-old boy who did not make the best first impression. After a short time, however, the whims of boyhood won over, and you found a friend in a child smaller and perhaps more rambunctious than you are. Leon pointed out to you that a hill off in the distance was the entirely wrong color. Both of you came to the conclusion that it really must be checked out, but first, food, for it's almost dinner time. The two of you find yourselves making your way back from the fields, happy to be heading towards supper. What do you do?
I don't know. I'm hungry. I think I'm just gonna go get food.
All right, so I can just fast track that to you. You and Leon can make your way through the fields. All the field hands are coming in. You don't see Steve anywhere. And as you make your way back down, through the fields to the main stretch, Leon's just talking. You've tuned him out a long time ago. You have no idea what he's saying.
Perfect.
He's just become the teacher from like Charlie Brown or whatever, which is like, and you're like, I need food. That's just, pulsating, big, in a bubble over your head. Just food, please. So you guys make it down the stretch, and you come up to the house, and it's dark. What do you do?
Steve's house, right?
Yep, you're at Steve's house.
I'm just gonna open the door.
It's locked.
I no longer have that scroll to unlock the door.
Correct.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
So you just... And you wait for a couple seconds. Leon's looking around. He's like... Nothing. No answer.
Can I try to... Is there a visible lock?
Negative.
Well, tits. That big... So up at the barn, is that there's a restaurant there, right?
Yes.
So, door's locked. I can't get in. Let's go there. See if they have food up at the thing.
I don't have any money, though.
Do I have money? That's a good question. I have money.
Are you going to buy me dinner?
I mean,
he gets
maybe?
Very excited.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Okay, but where's Steve at? Is he not home?
I don't know. He didn't answer the door, and I can't see through walls.
Well, shucks. All right, well, I guess food's food, right? You like it over there at the barn? He's sort of like fidgeting like all over. He's just like lifting his arms and
where do you go home? Where's your home? Your home probably has food.
No, I live all over. I don't really I don't live anywhere. I'm all over.
What does that even mean?
And his arms are like he's just gesticulating all over. Well, and he leans in real close and he whispers, "Do you know what an orphan is?"
Yes.
Or the dice roll.
I think I'm technically an orphan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so well. It's not really. Oh, I'm sorry. I would have been really rude. I'm an orphan. So
do you have a Steve then?
No. Sometimes Steve is my Steve. He's helped me out before. He's a great guy. But I kind of just live anywhere, and in the winter, it sucks. But I figure it out.
So where do you go for food?
Well, sometimes that mean old man up at the barn gives me scraps. Other times, I just kind of steal it. And he looks very he knows stealing is wrong, and he's like, yikes, I steal things. But
both of those sound great. So let's start with the not stealing and then go from there.
Okay, that makes sense. We should really go to the barn, though, before it gets crazy and they don't let us in, because once the party gets started, oh boy, they never let me in when there's a party.
I mean, if you're good, you can get in no matter what. Well, let's go. And I just leave him and start running towards the barn.
Hey, no, wait, come back here. And he's
No,
like,
you gotta catch up.
he's way shorter than you are, so he's like at a flat out sprint, and you're just casually kind of jogging. So he's like, and you're just like, what? This is normal.
How
So
tiny is this kid?
I mean, he's a 9-year-old boy.
I mean, by age, I'm only like 11.
Yeah, but you're a Dragonborn. You're way bigger.
The equivalent of an 11-year-old is. I'll run with it. Okay.
The 9-year-olds are kind of 9-year-olds are tiny.
So are 11-year-olds.
Well,
it's only 2 years.
True. I don't know. I just feel like because you're Dragonborn, you'd still be bigger.
Racist.
I mean, but they're just tall in general. That's their thing. I don't know.
Either way, that's fine.
It's also a funny picture. Now you're making me feel self-conscious about my funny imagery.
Good.
Let's take a quick look. Yeah, so you run from Steve's house, and you get to the barn, and it's not like last time when you were there, the night before, right? It was like hip hop and popping, and right now it's just dead as doornail. There's not a lot of people in there. Some of the field hands that you saw earlier are like in there eating, kind of, but they don't sit together. They've had enough of each other, so they're like at different tables. And there's a few random people kind of just chilling out, but it's nowhere near the party. Oh, also remember, I believe, you have a cloak of protection? Did I actually give you one?
No.
Or did I just tell you there was one hidden somewhere?
I think you told me there was one hidden somewhere.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
But
anyway, yeah. So like, there's like 8 people in the bar or in the barn. That's too close together. I'm gonna make that mistake a lot. And what's the guy's name? I don't remember the name of the dude who runs it. The mean one. But he's there. What is it?
The old guy?
Yeah. Oldie McOlds.
To be fair, Melkor wouldn't know it, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. He
If he was told, he would have forgot.
But I would know. Oh, his name's Sal. Okay, good to know. He's there. Oldie McOlderson, who glares at you. Glary McGlarison. And he's both still old, and the moment you walk in, his eyes are just on you. And he kind of smiles at Leon, but then he sees you, and he's like, not giving you a smile. He still doesn't like you. He's still just staring at you.
Hey, Leon.
Yeah?
How about you? He looks like he likes you. How about you lead this?
Oh, okay, yeah. Hang on. You go sit over there. He points at the table, and if you give me some coin, I'll get you food. What do you want?
I thought you said he was gonna give it to you for free.
Well, not enough for both of us.
Not with that attitude. At least try.
Oh, fine. And he walks over, and you see him have this exchange where he goes up, and he's like, super small compared to the counter. And Sal leans over, and they're talking, and they go back and forth. And you see Leon like stamp his foot on the ground and like pout and look up, and he's just pulling out all the little kid stops of cuteness imaginable. And finally, Sal just like throws up his hand and walks away and disappears for a second. And Leon turns to you, and he gives you a big thumbs up and a grin, like, yeah,
nice.
And then when Sal comes back, he like puts his arms. He's like, no, what? Thank you, Sal. You're the best. And then he like grabs the plates and runs over, and it's you've got a good old fashioned feast.
Ooh, feast?
There's just mutton, really. For you, it's a feast. There's just a lot of meat, which for you is,
I'm down.
Yeah, and also because Steve gave you soup, like you haven't had high quality meat since you left home, if that.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
I dig right in.
They've just been feeding you grains when you were with the army. They were like, you want cereal? Because we got cereal.
Dragonborn. I am also a malnourished Dragonborn.
Yes. So maybe Leon can keep up with you.
Yes.
And the moment Leon just sits down and he just starts stuffing his face.
Me too.
He's like,
no, it's so good. And then 2 seconds later, it's gone because I eat fast.
Perfect. And just sort of like puts his elbows on the table and rests his head down. He's like, oh, it's so good. Oh, man. I had to pull out all the stops. He does not like you. What'd you do? You made him mad. What'd you do? You gotta tell me.
I don't know.
You must have done something. You threw a rock at that one lady's window. Did you throw a rock at him too?
No.
He squints at
That's
you.
the only rock
he's not sure
I
if he
throw.
believes you.
Say again?
He squints at you like he doesn't know if he believes you.
Listen, Dave knows for a fact that I did not throw a rock. I don't. Both
Melkor.
Dave and
Melkor's
Melkor
probably
both
like,
are
did
under
I
the
throw a rock?
assumption. No, and then both Dave and Melkor are like 90% sure that he didn't do anything.
That's fair. That's fair. Leon's gonna look up at you and be like, well, I don't know why he doesn't like you then. You must have done something. He's so nice.
How far away am I from Sal?
I mean, restaurant, he's at the counter, blah, blah, blah. Like 15 feet? 20 feet? Not a lot.
I don't feel like yelling across the restaurant. I'm gonna walk up to the little bar.
And he's like, can I help you? I'm gonna
Why
need
don't you
water.
like me?
What? You look shifty. He's a little bit surprised by your forwardness because I am also slightly surprised by your forwardness.
Perfect. What do you? Look at me. I'm a child. Does he look shifty? And I'm gonna point at Leon.
I mean, not especially. And he's sort of like, I've known him a long time.
Yeah, but you haven't. You don't know me at all. Why do I look shifty? What's shifty about me?
Oh, you showed up after a bunch of ghosts just came wailing through here every which way. And he like leans down and sort of meets your eyes like he's very intense. And he's like, and I just find that a little suspicious.
I'm gonna go up on my tiptoes and kind of put my face a little bit closer to his. Be like, I had nothing to do with the ghosts. They scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, so you saw them then?
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Well, so where do you come from? He sort of now he's just he's like he's still suspicious. He's kind of a jerk, and now he's just like wants information. As he works, he's a bartender. He likes the goss.
Yeah,
Got that from
bartenders trade in knowledge.
right.
So I was on a farm with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
and then a bunch of people in armor showed up.
And they just came right on through, huh?
Well, yeah, there was like 2 different people in groups of armor, and then I lost my parents, or they lost me. They might be dead. I'm not sure. Think they might be. Kind of ignoring it. And then I met this guy named Kevin, and he was traveling like alongside these dudes in armor, and now he kind of helped me, and then he died too. So did all the guys that aren't the soldier peoples.
So you were there. He's like very intrigued by this now. You were there when the sky lit up.
When that big like crash happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only one that survived, I think.
Really? You? he just loses it.
So why don't you like me?
Oh. You know. He just seemed a little strange. That's all. I'm surprised you survived that. How did you manage to pull off a thing like that?
Huh? I'm just lucky, I guess.
Guess so. Hey, you think you could take me out there? To where it happened?
I mean, it's a little far. Steve would probably get mad.
Yeah, that's true. He acts like he knows Steve very well. We get that sense.
Yeah. It's also late.
I didn't mean right this instant. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Give you
I'm
something
not
to
doing
do.
anything, so okay.
Really?
Can Leon come?
You'd bring a child like that to a scene such as this?
I mean, you're asking a child to bring you to scene such as this.
He sort of looks at you for a second. He's like, "You're a kid." He honestly, he's never seen Dragonborn before.
I mean, I'm 3.
And his face flushes a little bit.
Sal's what? Sal's human, right?
Yeah, he's a human oldie, like late 50s, probably.
I mean, I guess in human peoples, I'm like 11-ish.
What is this, like dog years?
Yeah, but human years.
Wow. Fascinating.
Thanks.
Well, He sort of rubs the back of his neck a little bit. I suppose that one's on me being a bit of a jackass. I'm sorry, kid. What's your name?
Melkor.
Melkor. Name's
Yeah.
Sal. He holds out his hand.
I'm gonna reach up my hand, but it's got like claws out, and then I'm gonna go and pull the claws back in, and then shake his hand.
He looks entirely perturbed. And make an intelligence check for me.
Oh god. Oh god. Just a check?
Yeah.
Well, it's an 11.
Oh, that's not so bad. I'll let that one slide. You get, like, as you shake his hand, you seem to believe, just by looking at him, and because you've been around a whole bunch and all that jazz, like, he may not have ever met a Dragonborn before.
Loser.
That's the vibe he's giving off to you. I'm stuck in this gravitas deep voice now, because my throat hurts. I'm Sal. I'm old and grouchy. So he leans in, or he leans back, actually. He's like, you like apples, Melkor?
I mean, yeah, but I like that mutton more. That was delicious.
Well, mutton's expensive. But if you want some free apples, I'll give you a handful.
Do you have any pears?
Yeah, you, sure.
I like pears more than apples.
That's fine, I guess. Not a lot of those left. But sure, here you go. And he disappears for a second, comes back with like 4 pears, and hands them over to you.
I stick each one in like a different pocket, and then just start eating one of them.
Just one there. Excellent.
I finally got an email from Roll20.
Wow. An hour later.
Yep.
Why does Yahoo suck?
Because it's Yahoo.
Preach.
Anyway, back to life.
Well, you get going there, Melkor. You look after Leon, all right? I don't want anything to happen to either of you. What do you say? You show me a couple of days from now? You take me out to where it happened?
Okay, but first me and Melkor gotta go figure me and Leon gotta go figure something out. So once we figure that out, me and you can go figure that out.
Oh, what's a guy like you gotta figure out?
I mean, life, I guess?
Good luck with that, kid.
If I find an answer, I'll keep it to myself. And I turn and run away.
He laughs at you as you go. Make a perception check.
I'm good at those. Unless I roll a 3.
Oh!
For a total of 7.
I'm so happy. This streak continues. Every time I ask you to roll one of those, it's always hot garbage.
Every time.
Every time. Perfect. All right, so you don't notice anything. Don't even worry about it.
Perfect. I run back to the table.
Excellent. And in that moment, as you get there, like, and you sort of lay, and you and Leon are like, what? He likes you? I don't know. You're just, like, freaking out.
He thinks I'm weird.
I mean, you are a little, yeah, but yeah. And then Steve comes in. He's like, Melkor.
He did it. And I point at Leon.
He's like, I didn't do anything.
I mean, I didn't either.
Steve comes over. He's like, where have you been? I've been looking for you. Melkor, what are you doing? Why aren't you at home?
Well, I was eating, and was in the field, and then the door was locked, so now I'm eating food.
What happened to the... And he looks around for a second and realizes where he's... What happened to the key I gave you?
You didn't give me a key. You gave me a piece of paper.
What happened to the piece of paper I gave you?
Well, I read it, and it disappeared.
Make a How loud do you say that?
Probably about as loud as I've been normally talking.
Okay, make a perception check.
Hey, that's not hot garbage. That's a 20.
That's a 20. Unnatural, unnatural.
16 plus 4.
Perfect. When you say that, because of the positioning of where you are at the table and where Steve is standing, you have like a direct line of sight to Sal. And when you say, I read the paper and the paper disappeared, you notice he his posture changes.
Like he sits up kind of straight?
Yeah, like the shoulders square. Like if he's slouching on a counter, he's like... Doesn't look like he's listening, but he's had a visible shift.
Reaction.
Yeah, and you having just being perceptive and, the rogue elements that live in you, your sneakiness, your adaptability to survive sticky situations picks up on
do
this.
have proficiency in perception. I just suck at it, apparently.
The dice know that you're a child, and they're just acting accordingly.
That's fair.
One of the things I love about that is as you level up and become stronger, he will also get literally older. And it has this weird, skill and age over time mechanism that's built in. It's kind of fun.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. But, so you notice that, and Steve's like, oh my gosh.
What?
I was supposed to use it to get back in the house, Melkor. He's whispering now. You weren't supposed to waste it.
What was I supposed to do? Fold it into a key? There's not even a lock on your door. And I'm not matching his tone. I'm still being normal.
It's like, all right, fine. Let's go home.
But I'm not done eating.
Bring it with you.
No. I'm hanging out with Leon.
Oh, yeah, you are, aren't you? What's up, Leon? Leon's like, hi, Steve. Just kind of waves. Also, point of order, you said you ate all of it. So unless you're eating the pears.
Yeah, I'm eating the pears. He brought me back. He gave me more food. I'm hungry. I'm eating a pear.
Perfect. He's like, fine. So what do you guys do today? He, sits down. He's just very, he forgot how annoying kids could be. Sort of deal. But he's like, kids.
I started to work in the field. Then I met Leon. And then we got distracted by bluegrass.
Bluegrass?
Not the music. Actual bluegrass.
What are you talking about, bluegrass? He seems genuinely interested.
Grass that's blue?
Well, yeah, but none of the grass out there is blue. Grass is green, Melkor.
Not all the time.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to go check it out tomorrow.
Huh.
Right, Leon?
Yeah! If that's okay, Mr. Steve, sir. He, gets all sort of awkward and tries to be proper, but can't figure out what that actually is because he has no table manners or manners at all because he's an orphan and also 9. And Steve's just like, "What? You want me to come?"
Nah, we got this.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, because I can do this, and I'm going to attempt to spit some acid onto the floor.
Okay.
We talked about that this is a thing that I'm not really able to do, so either nothing happens or just a little bit of acid drips out and splotches the floor.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good.
DC 16 because you're level 4.
That is a natural 17 plus 3.
Nice.
20.
What do you want to happen here?
I'm going to have a little bit of the acid pool in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than spit it on the floor, I'm going to go to spit it on the floor and then realize that's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to spit it into the pear core that's in my hand.
Perfect. So you're like...
And then it's just going to dissolve.
Yeah, and the thing is like, that's pretty impressive. Well, just be safe. Make sure you're back home before it gets too late. Also, he leans in, just giving a day at work isn't going to be great, Melkor. Got to be responsible now. You know?
I'm a child. I don't have to be.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that another time. Finish up your prayers. We got to go home. Sleep. Leon, you want to stay with us tonight? Leon's like, oh boy, do I? Yeah, that's going to be so much fun. He gets his voice just cracks. He's just very excited.
Good. We go home.
All right, so you finish your prayers. You go home. When you get to Steve's house, he pulls out a piece of paper himself, and he reads in a language you don't understand. And the door sort of just settles, and when he reads, an actual handle and mechanism appear. So that now it looks like a regular door again. And then he opens it and ushers you guys inside and closes it.
Weird.
Isn't it? It's like, so, you guys gonna go straight to bed? What are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, straight to bed sounds good.
Alright. So you and, he was like, oh, am I staying with you, Mel?
I mean, I don't think there's any other place to stay.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
So sure.
Cool. And so you lead him down into the little underground, well, not underground, but
Weird
the little
basement.
storage space that sort of serves as like this weird small guest bedroom. Do you want to send out the lights to light it up, or you,
Oh, absolutely.
all right? And Leon, as you just like boom, 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 Leon's just like, oh, that's so cool. Hey, guess what?
What?
And he leans in. I can do it too.
Prove it.
And boom, boom, 4 more go up.
Ah! Can you do this? And I'm gonna pull the lights together and make a little humanoid shape.
Yeah, he just like waves his arms and he's like, and then they just like boom, 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 and whoop. Weird. He like makes a weird copy of himself, like in weird homunculus looking glowing yellow form.
Weird.
And then he high fives it, just whoosh.
Does it actually make a sound?
Yes.
Nice.
Isn't it so cool?
Yeah, I can also do this.
He was my friend before I met you.
That's weird. We'll talk about that later. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Mhm.
It's invisible because rogue shit. And I'm gonna poke him in the nose with it.
Oh, what? How'd you do that?
I don't know.
He like leans in really close and his voice goes super low.
When he leans forward,
Mhm.
the hand just is in his face.
Oh, what? Oh my god! What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, is it like? And he casts Mage Hand regular.
Ugh.
Is it
What
like
is that?
this?
I don't know. Maybe.
And he like puts it on your face, like it's palm forward, right on like he just palms your face.
Move yours over a little bit, and I'm gonna have mine palm the other side of my face.
Oh yeah, he like shifts it over to your right cheek.
Yeah, it feels the same.
That's so weird. And he pats you on the cheek. That's wild. What about? And he pressed. I think it's prestidigitation that you can change the color of lights.
Yeah.
And his dancing lights become purple.
That's I can't do that.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to show off. And he changes them back to normal.
But I'm gonna cast message, and in his head he hears, "But I can do this."
Oh my! What? Oh. How did you do that?
I don't know. I literally have no idea.
He leans in, super close. He tries to do that again. He's like, "Are you a wizard?"
I don't know what that means.
He gets like super awkward for a second. He's like, wait, he doesn't know how to explain it. So it's you know, someone who can use magic just because.
I mean, then I guess
No, I don't know. It's dangerous. You can't let anybody know.
that's what people say, but I haven't gotten in trouble for it yet, so it's.
Yeah, well. I mean, out here it's kind of fine. That's why I have fun with it too, you know? He makes the light purple again, and then orange, and blue, and gold, and black.
You gotta teach me how to do that one.
Oh, I know, it's so great. Oh, man. But, like, it's... out here it's not so bad. But my parents told me a story once about when they were living in a big old city near a capital, and they had a friend who was a wizard, and then he got arrested, and they chopped off his head.
That does not sound pleasant.
No, keep your head unchopped, Melkor.
I
And he
like
like leans
having
in and he's like, unchopped.
I like having a head. I'll do my best.
That's all that matters. I've never shown anyone about this before, but because you can do it, I thought I'd show you I could do it.
Yeah. So can you teach me how to change the color of the lights?
I don't know. I don't remember where I learned it. I kind of forgot. I think my parents sent me like a tutor or something a long time ago. And I was like, this old, and he holds up like 3 fingers.
That's how old I am.
He stares at you. He may not believe you.
That's fine.
He doesn't believe you.
Good. That makes it better.
Oh, man. This room's kind of small. How long you been staying here?
2 days?
Oh, man, do you like it in here?
Not really.
Make a perception check.
Ah, balls. That rolled crazily out of the way, and I caught it before it stopped. There we go. Stay in the tray. 19.
Oh, that's pretty good. I rolled a natural 20 on my end, which is why this is happening. You notice that as she's talking to you, Leon's like staring at the. So in the room, there's like there's stairs that lead down, and then there's like the bed, right? And it's mostly just kind of all bed, and there's not really much like room space besides that. So he's staring like off to the right at an angle to where like if you lay flat, your feet would be by the stairs, your head's by in the back, and then like the corner, like the left hand corner, so of the room, he's sort of like staring at that, and his head's tilting. He's like, "Do you see that?" And he points, and the light that you've cast from like the two now that there's two homunculuses in the room,
Two glowing light people.
yeah, and there's more light everywhere. You notice that there's like a sigil drawn in chalk in the corner, so that's like half the sigils on one side of the wall and half the sigils on the other.
Okay.
And Leon's just sort of staring at it like, "What is that?"
I don't know. I poke it with my mage hand.
Make an Arcana check.
Ah, balls. Not bad. 19.
Oh
Nope.
man, it
That's not how that
responds.
works. 17.
Oh, 17. It responds to like the magic of the hand, and it just boop, lights up.
Woo! I walk over and I poke it with my real hand.
It feels warm.
Ooh. I press my face against it.
And Leon comes up next to you and he's like, What do you see? What are you looking at?"
I don't know, but it feels warm. Here, try. And I move out of the way so he can try.
And he runs up and he just puts his nose against it. He's just like, boop. Oh, it's like wearing a winter hat.
Yeah, it's weird.
What is Oh, look at that. And he points and he like in the other corner, and there's another one.
I run over and I poke that one.
Lights up. Do you do it with mage hand or with your own finger?
My own finger.
Nothing happens.
I poke it with my mage hand.
It lights up.
I run over to one of the other corners and I just poke the corner with my mage hand.
It takes you several like and then it just lights up another one.
And then I do the fourth corner.
All right.
No, Leon.
Yeah, what's up? He's like
You get the
watching you do this, and he's just excited, like he's just in awe, and he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's like shaking with excitement.
You get the last one.
Yeah, okay. And mage hands poke, and it goes on, and in the corner by where you'd been sleeping, where your head was, a wooden panel just whoop, slides up.
Whoa! What's inside? What's inside? What's inside? I run in.
Leon's closer, so he like rolls over on the bed and like pops up and reaches in and pulls out a book.
What's it say?
I can't read it. It's not in common.
Let me see.
And he hands it to you.
I open it up. Can I read it?
What languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, and Thieves' Camp.
Well, that's interesting. You can read some of it.
Nice! The Draconic or the Thieves' Camp?
You can read the Thieves' Camp.
What's it say?
It's an incantation. It spells.
Do I know what spells? You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna just read the first one aloud, like in an effort to like understand and maybe potentially cast it. Who knows?
Nothing quite happens like in that way, but yeah, nothing quite happens there.
What should we do with it?
I don't know, but can I see it again?
Yeah.
He takes it and he's just flipping through, and he's like, "I've seen these before.
What is it?
It's a spellbook." And he holds it up like he's figured it out, like he's very proud of himself. The guy whose head got chopped off had one, and they burned it up.
Maybe that's how Steve made the piece of paper that disappeared.
And
do you think Steve's a wizard?
Leon's like, he holds the book to his chest. He's like, "Steve's a freaking wizard!" And he's like overwhelmed. He's like, it's wizard. Ah!
Do we let him know that we know?
No.
Smart.
How do we put it back? He's kind of stressed out. He puts it in the thing and he's just like,
all right, putting the thing in, then I close the wooden shelf. Or slide it shut or whatever.
well, it's slid up so you can't. It's sort of like the door where like you can't actually figure out where the heck it is.
I'm gonna run over, pop out one of my claws, and scratch a line through one of the sigils.
Yeah, okay. You scratch the line through one, they all go out.
Does the door close?
Yes.
I figured it out.
Nope, someone's messaging me.
No, that was me.
Oh. Someone's messaging you.
Yeah, I added setting. How do I user settings? I don't know how to do things.
That's okay.
Notifications. Sounds. Got it. We're good. And I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Right. So I just turned off the sigil, the door closed, and we're good.
Yes.
So do we just pretend this never happened?
I think that would be spiffin'. Melkor or Leon's like shook. And he like looks at you, he's like, Mel, what if he just kills us? What if he turns us into frogs? What if he's gonna sell us into slavery? There's all kinds of terrible things that I can think of right now that could happen.
Alright, hang on, I got an idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the stairs and I'm gonna slowly creak the thing open and poke my head out and see if I can see Steve.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Ha! Ooh, not bad. What is my stealth? My stealth is +7, 21.
Yeah, that'll do, pig. You're fine. You've even after like a couple of days, you've learned like where all the creaks are and where to put your hands, and you're just like, and you're like just peering out.
Do I see Steve?
Perception check.
I'm bad. 15.
Nah, he's upstairs.
Oh,
that's
right,
what you would assume. Like you don't see him in because so like there's the main like floor, then there's like your like cubby down, and then I think I described it once like behind that in one area there's like stairs that go up to like this one like loft room. So it's really only a 1-floor house, but his bedroom is like elevated.
Yeah. Can I see the door?
Yes.
Does it look like it's locked?
When's your perception check? 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you have dark vision?
No.
Oh.
Dragonborns do not, which is hilarious to me.
It is hilarious. Well, 15. It's probably blocked. Yeah. No, that'll be fine. It is smooth again. So you've noticed now, like when he casts whatever that spell is, it doesn't look like there's. It's sort of like before when you were locked in the day that morning.
Okay.
Where like there's no discernible way in or out.
Okay, I'm gonna ease the little door back down, and then all right. So there's no handle on the door, so we can't get out.
Oh, well, that's bad. That's real bad.
But Steve's not in the room, so I think he's upstairs. He might be asleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my mage hand again,
and
I'm gonna poke all 4 corners. Do they light up again?
All 3 of them do, but the one you scratched does not.
Is there any chalk in the room?
Negative. Because it's just a bed.
Does the door thing open up again or no?
No.
Do I remember where it was? Oh, no! Haha! I'm going to rummage through my tiny little half satchel that I have.
Yeah.
I'm going to search in my calligrapher's tools and see if I have any chalk.
And a calligrapher's set? You probably have.
Or something to connect the line that I...
Yeah, no, you would. You would have something.
I'm going to connect that line and then poke the sigil with my mage hand. Does it light up?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice. And you, like, poke it, and in your head, you're like, light up, you stupid. You know, you're just like, what? And it responds to your will and just whoop, and then the panel opens.
Nice. All right, I'm going to grab the book again.
What's the plan, Mel? What are we doing?
I'm gonna flip through the book and see if I can find writing that matches the piece of paper Steve gave me to open the door.
Did I say he gave you a new one? He didn't.
He did not.
So make a history check.
Ooh, 15 plus history 3, so 18?
That's actually pretty good. It takes you maybe like 15 minutes where you're like, no, 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 close but no, and then eventually you're like, there it is.
All right, so I'm going to keep the book open to that page. So he gave me a piece of paper that he said was...
Okay.
I read it not by the door and it disappeared.
Okay.
So I don't have that anymore.
Okay.
But I turn the book around and I point out one of the pages and I say, this is the same thing that was. So maybe if I read this by the door, it'll unlock.
And you realize that you hadn't thought about it before, but the paper he had given you was in fact written in Thieves' Cant. You just did like you could read it, so you didn't think like, you didn't pay attention.
That sounds like me.
And you didn't ask what language it was written in.
Nope. Why would I? I'm a child.
Exactly. That's why I love Mel. So wait, should we go check out the grass now? We can way if he finds us, we can just be like, we changed around, he wanted to go, and then maybe he won't turn us into frogs.
If we're that scared of him, we should just leave.
Well, I don't know. I'm just scared of wizards. And getting my head chopped off. And being locked in.
All right, then we'll keep your head. We'll keep my head. We're going to keep his book.
Or to steal, wouldn't that make him mad?
Yeah, but if we don't come back, we won't see him again.
Yeah, that's true. What about the grass, though?
Yeah, that's where we're going to go.
Okay.
I've been camping for a while. We'll be fine.
Okay, well, yeah, all right. I'm in. I trust you. I don't know why. I'm freaking out. Ah! He's like shakes his head and he's like smacks his face. He's like, I'm scared, Mel. I'm real scared.
I'm gonna just grab him. You gotta settle down. You're gonna have to be real quiet.
Okay.
So let's go up the stairs. You wait at the stairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to open the door.
All right, sweet.
And I sneak my way to the front door.
All right, I'll let you keep your stealth check for now.
Dope.
All right, do you read the incantation?
I do.
Make an Arcana check. Or what's it for scrolls? How do scrolls work?
Spell casting check, I guess it would be.
Yeah, and about the level. So that spell, what level is... I gotta check, what level is Knock?
Knock is a 2nd level spell.
Alright, so you have to be DC 12.
Natural 20.
Of course.
And it's a different die, too, so both of my dice are currently sitting...
Mel's luck has turned around. Alright, so you read...
I'm real good at things besides looking out for what's going on. Notice how I didn't make another perception check when I came back upstairs.
That's true. Alright, so you read the incantation. The book does not fade because it's a spell book. So that's, it's still there.
I contain my excitement for now.
And what I will say to you, just so that you know so you don't do this accidentally, if you read 5 books out of that spell book and they work, I'm giving you a level in Wizard.
That's awesome.
Because, I don't want to spring that on you so that if you don't really want to have that level, I'm not going to make you take it.
That's fair.
Because I feel like that'd be kind of douchey, even though it would be fun narratively.
That would be... You shouldn't have told me. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but I feel like if I, as a player, had that happen to me, I'd be mad, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to give you a little bit of agency here.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. So if you manage to read 5 out of there, I'm going to just give you a level in Wizard. Because essentially that would be like the learning required to take that first level.
Free Wizard level! And I do have the intelligence to multiclass.
Yeah, and it's essentially, there's a training mechanism, right? And so, I'm just utilizing that.
Ooh.
Just as a heads up. But, so you read the incantation spell. It's not fake, it's from a spell book. And the doorknobs, appears, the lock mechanism. You hear, some clicks as it unlocks. And the door, creak, cracks open.
Cool. I'm gonna open the door and peek out. Is anybody outside?
It's pretty late at this point. Well, not pretty late. You guys came home, you went in. So, yeah, it's off in the distance, you can hear the ruckus has started at the barn.
Perfect. I'm going to look back at the door and, wave Leon out.
All right, hang on. He's got to make a stealth check. He rolled a 5. plus
Oof.
math. He like goes to lift the door to the under area. I can't think tonight. I'm so tired. And he just like lifts it, and it's like just just loud. Uh, because he's asleep. With a disadvantage because he's asleep. Uh, Steve does not notice.
Ah, thank God.
I gave him disadvantage because he is asleep, and he's not the most perceptive individual anyway.
Hooray!
And so Leon like does it, and he stops, and he's like freaked out, and he's frozen.
In his head, he hears, "I think we're okay. Come on."
Okay.
Because message is a fun spell.
Yes, it is. I love that. He's like ah ah ah. And he just screams in his head, and then you get the weird. This it's basically just feedback from the message spell. Where as he was screaming, you cast it. So as you say that, you just hear like ah, it's just coming through. And then he like he's like okay, and he like lowers it down as gently as he can, and he runs to the door.
Good.
Are we going? Are we going? Are we going?
Yeah, I don't know where we're going first, but let's head back to where we met. We'll hang out and camp there because that's a safe place, and then we can go to the bluegrass in the morning.
Okay, let's do that. And he leads you. He remembers how to get there because he's lived here way longer than you have, more than 2 days. And so he leads you like down. You guys stealth around, sort of like off the road, keeping out of sight past all the houses. You take that right at the barn towards the fields, and he leads you out. And the moon's high in the sky with the stars just everywhere because you're still in the Valley of Eyes, technically.
Nice.
So there's just like stars everywhere. And he leaves you down, comes through, weaves around, and he leads you back to that hill. He knows, like, almost from memory. Like, he's got perfect recall.
Nice.
And he brings you to that area. And you, even in the darkness, you can sort of tell there's this weird visible difference between how the grass looks as your eyes have adjusted to the dark over time. And you can see the difference between the blue grass and the regular. And as you cross over, this weird chill runs down your spine. And, like, it feels brittle and shale, like the rock, like shale rock. It feels like that and crunches as you walk on it.
Weird. So, is there any place good around here that are there like trees and stuff nearby too, or is it like
it's rolling hills at this point, so the forest is pretty a ways off.
Okay.
The forest would be like way back with the way you came, plus the time it had taken you to walk from it to where you were when Steve found you.
Okay. Let's bed down here for the night, and go when we can actually see what's going on, because I can't see for anything right.
Make a perception check.
Ah, tits. Oof. Plus, 12.
All right, sure, why not? The roll says yes. Even as you say that, we're like, I can't see anything. And in that moment, you look up, and you can sort of see this arcane glow coming from the top of the hill.
Do you want... Leon, can you see that?
Where what am I looking at?
And I grab his head and turn it towards the light.
What is that? What is it? And he's like slapping you in the arm. He's like, what is it?
I don't know.
Do we want to check it out now or wait?
I mean, I'd like to be able to actually see what I'm doing. So...
Yeah, but what if it's not... What if you have to go at night? What if it's not glowing in the morning? What if we turned into toads?
We'll be fine. If anybody tries to turn us into a toad, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
And I pull out the dagger and I'm like, here, use this.
Oh, sweet. He takes it. He's like, stabs the air a little bit, like stab.
Cool. So you have that. I'm going to pull out the short sword. And I have this.
What the... Whoa! Why were you keeping that?
It was on my back.
I did not notice.
Perfect.
Wow.
I put the sword back. So
are we waiting? Or are we going to go now?
Out of character. Did we want to play a little bit longer or till 9? Because I'm starting to fade.
No, my thought was I could get you at least into inside of it, and then we could stop there. Like that was where I was
Okay.
going, because once you guys get inside, there's like a little bit of a narration thing, and then I can. There's literally a fade to black, depending.
Perfect. Cool. Then yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, good. Oh, great. And he just starts running up, and as you follow him, you guys get up top of the hill, and you see that there is like this glowing, like the grass is like glowing and it's brittle. And Melkor, as he like kind of skids, not Melkor, Leon, as he skids to a stop, he like kind of trips and falls, and he breaks that brittle shale grass, and you see this like weird arcane energy like lever. And without even thinking, Leon just grabs it and he's like, "I'm gonna pull it," and he just pulls it, or he tries to pull it. What do you do? Like he's reaching for it to pull it.
I cast Mage Hand and pull it first.
Perfect. Make a dexterity check. Well, we'll do a dexterity contest. Here's what we'll do. We'll do it that way. Oof. What'd you get?
Check or save throw?
Well, we're doing a dexterity contest, so it'd be just a check.
So 8.
Oof, he rolled a 21.
Shit.
So you like send out the mage hand, but he's closer to it, and he's just grabs it, and he just yanks it, and just light, just like arcane energy just scatters out, and you feel these weird sparks, like arcane sparks, like hit you in the face. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, tits. Ooh! 4!
Oof. They hit you, and you feel this warm energy just like flutter through your body. It just shakes you, and you like spasm. And in that moment that you spasm, your vision fades, throomp, and you fade away.
Well, shit.